We step out of the elevator and walk down the hallway to Greed's apartment. I can instantly tell something is wrong. The double doors are ajar. Something is obviously amiss. I distinctly remember shutting and locking the doors.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Sinsations. Last time I left you off right after we had given Cody a good time. And we also texted Sloth and he was really needy and we kind of just let it. We were just like, oh, okay, sorry, I'm with another man right now. And also, Alexander was being really snooty to us, always going, huh, ha, And, then Cody never showed up for the date we had planned with him, and he was acting very strange over text, asking who we were, and we believe something's wrong, and as you can tell, we came up here, the door's ajar, even though we remember shutting it, so let's see what's happening.
Before I can say anything, Alexander turns to me and puts a finger to his lips.
It seems there may be something out of the ordinary, but I hear nobody close. Still, I will alert security before we enter.
You hear nobody close, can you not sense them? Can you not sense their spiritual pressure?
Alexander murmurs into his lapel, something unintelligible. Alexander waits for a brief acknowledgement. He receives it and enters Greed's apartment confidently.
Stay behind me. Just in case. Of course.
I follow shortly behind Alexander. My heart is racing. Why is it racing? Alexander will know what to do about Greed's absence. I concentrate on not panicking as we enter the foyer. Furniture is tipped over and ransacked. Paintings are torn. Someone has come here with ill intentions. But who? And why? It seems pretty bold to invade Greed's home turf. A brief yell and a silenced gunshot breaks my concentration. Alexander moves with a speed unnatural to his age, and pounces on the gunman within seconds. I hear the snapping of bones, and a handgun clatters to the floor.
Oh dear. And I'm guessing that we're not, like, superhuman in any way. I think, like, one good bullet's gonna end us, right?
Are there more of you here?
Oh, hey, hi. You're kind of cute. I mean, your legs are really thin, but I guess everyone's legs are kind of thin in this game. You don't got those thighs, okay? I mean, everyone loves a good meaty thigh.
Fuck! My arm!
You sound so muffled. Who did he put it? Did he stick his hand in your mouth? Why can't you talk?
I will break more than that. Speak quickly.
No, it's just me.
Alexander dives for the gun, catches it up in his hand, and shoots a second gunman appearing around the corner. I'm standing there shocked by what I'm seeing. Alexander squeezes off 2 more shots, ensuring the second gunman is dead, and returns his attention to the first.
He just murdered.
Sir, if you lie to me again, I will happily put a bullet in your skull. How many of you are there?
There was 2 of us, I swear it!
Kosuke, here is his gun. If he moves, shoot him. I will search the rest of the premises.
Hell yeah, I've always wanted to murder a thug.
Shoot him?
This is exactly what it's like being a police officer, right? I mean, pretty much. You just kind of get your gun right away and, you know, it's like, hey, shoot if you feel like it.
Alexander deftly steps over the body of the now dead thug and disappears. I stand motionless, the gun in my hand trained on the thug on the floor. After a few minutes, Alexander completes his search and returns. I hand him the gun back. He obviously knows how to use it.
Fortunately for you, that was the truth. Now, I obviously have some further questions for you, sir.
So someone's just dead, bleeding out in this apartment right now. Good for him.
And if I answer, will you let me go?
Heavens no. I'm afraid that's quite out of the question. I will, however, not torture you or lengthen your death in any way. You have my word.
Ugh.
Now then, why are you here? And where is Mr. Hatteridge?
Hatteridge is safe for now. We're supposed to come here and collect a his little love interest to make negotiations easier.
Mr. Hatridge barely knows this young man. If you think he would be swayed by putting him in danger, you are sadly mistaken.
I mean, kind of true. Like, maybe he'd give, like, offer, like, a few million as a ransom for me, but, like, I'm not, like, holding my breath for, you know, anything big.
That ain't what we heard. We looked through his phone. He's got a real soft spot for this one. Ain't like the previous.
How do you know that if you look through his phone? Because on the phone, you literally said, "Who is this?" We hadn't texted before now, so I don't understand how that's possible.
Alexander glances at me, then back to the criminal.
Unless he just has, like, a little Dear Diary on his phone. Like, does he? Does he have a little diary on his phone that he keeps? Did you read that? Was I in it? Like, I don't know.
Interesting information. Where is Mr. Hatridge?
They were keeping him on the top floor of the Citadel. It's a new casino owned by John Trips.
And they're doing what with him? Trying to ransom him?
No, they want money to fund the construction of more casinos. And no obstruction from him. Also, want Hatridge to close 7 of his casinos. Mr. Trips hasn't taken kindly to Hatridge's monopoly here. Hey,
well, you know, he's just... Mr. Trips is an alright guy, okay? He just wants to break up the monopolies, okay? That's noble. I mean, I'm sure he just wants his own monopoly, so...
So, he'd risk police involvement in crime for a promise? He's more foolish than most.
Not exactly. Hatridge may have a lot of the police turning a blind eye to his indiscretions, but Mr. Trips is also rich and powerful, and has many of Hatridge's former officers ready to bust him on numerous crimes, if agreements can't be made.
No, you know a lot about the plan. Did Mr. Trips do a little briefing with all the criminals he hired to do this plot? Was he like, okay, let me outline my simple plan to own all of Las Vegas for myself in 5 easy steps? Okay, guys, take notes.
I see. A subtle coup attempt. Mr. Hatridge would be indicted for things that have been going on for years, and these upstarts would be free to move into his place until someone comes along and does the same to them. Smart, yet shameful. Mr. Hatridge is never going to allow this.
Well, that's just too bad, ain't it? Mr. Trips...
Shit! Fuck! What? Why did you kill him?
Oh my god, Alexander, I'm kind of like... changing my opinion on you.
We learned all we needed from him, and we cannot have a lengthy police investigation involving witnesses in murder right now. I will have to contact some people I trust to free Mr. Hatridge.
I love that. Let's just murder everybody.
We can decide what to do after Mr. Hatridge is safe. Security, we need special trash disposal from Mr. Hatridge's floor.
Why are you so calm? I'm freaking out here. You're just a waiter. There's 2 dead people. Why?
I am no mere waiter, but you likely wouldn't understand even if I told you what I was. Come.
I guess this is why Cody keeps you around, even though you're kind of a bitch.
So we're going to the police, right?
Spare me your ignorant questions. You will come with me. I cannot have someone abducting you and using that as further leverage against Mr. Hatridge.
A team of rough-looking men in cleaning gear arrived not more than 3 minutes later. They're dressed in black rubber suits and have large black trash bags.
How many, Alex?
He's just like Alex. How many boys did Cody ruin tonight? Oh my god! I bet Cody just murders boys up here all the time. Oh my god! When he has his parties with Epstein.
2. Ensure this place is spotless within the hour. Dispose of the bodies in the normal way. There's a lot of vacant space in the desert.
You got it, boss.
Come, Kosuke. We have work to do.
Okay. We arrive at Alexander's office. It's opulent like I expected. I'm pretty shocked at the day's happenings. I'm now involved with another deadly sin that's been kidnapped by powerful people, and his waiter turns out to be a capable killer. Things have certainly been out of the ordinary.
Involved with another deadly sin that's been kidnapped by powerful people? Uh-oh, I feel like we just got spoiled. I feel like that line's only should play if, you know, we've already done it before. Whichever route this is. I'm guessing it'll probably be the Pride route, honestly. But who knows? Maybe it'll be Wrath. But yeah, that kind of spoiled us. So someone else is gonna get kidnapped. Because definitely didn't happen to Greed and Sloth.
Now then, we have a location and a motive for Mr. Hattrich being detained. Fortunately, we will be able to surprise them if we move quickly. They will be expecting their amateur thugs to be returning with you soon, and you will stay here and continue to feed them false updates while I go retrieve Mr. Hattrich. Any questions?
I just sit here and text Cody saying I've been kidnapped?
Your perception is astonishing.
Thanks.
I'll do my best. When should I start?
You should begin immediately, obviously. Yes, I'm coming. Do whatever you can to make it convincing. I'm certain Mr. Hattrich will appreciate it. The Citadel is close. We're already moving on it.
You can count on me. Alexander leaves the room quickly. Quicker than any old man has a right to. I hope I can help them in some way. Let's see.
You still never got to see his full sprite in the suit.
Enjoying yourself, Kosuke?
Lucifer, hello! Oh my god! Hi, what's up? Are you here?
Fuck! What are you doing here?
Right?
Lucifer sat calmly behind Alexander's desk, as if he'd been there the entire time Alexander was talking to me.
I go where I want, and I do not have to explain myself to you. Greed is in a lot of danger.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to remedy that.
Whether he lives or dies depends very much on your next 15 minutes. You should be careful. If he dies, he will have failed my test.
Girl, it's like... Say that I started romancing him like a couple days later. Theoretically, although obviously it wouldn't actually turn out like this, but theoretically, he would have done this deal, he would have gotten kidnapped, and I would have been nowhere near. I couldn't even have known about the kidnapping, you know? So I don't see how this is my fault or my problem, okay? This isn't fair.
Well, I was about to do what Alexander asked, when you so rudely interrupted.
It's like if he gets into a bad car accident and dies, that's my fault and I failed the test. It's like, girl, I wasn't there. I wasn't driving the other car. I wasn't the drunk driver. What do you want?
I looked away briefly, and Lucifer vanished. His oppressive presence lifted. I felt myself breathing easier.
Oh god.
Okay, text the people holding Greed hostage.
I'll try.
Cody, what's happening? Some guys broke into your apartment and are taking me somewhere.
They let you keep the phone?
Damn, come on, respond.
Obviously in this hypothetical situation. They let you keep the phone in this hypothetical situation, Kosuke? Anyway, why is he naked? Did he take off the suit? Was he like, this is too constricting, I need to get naked? Oh, I'm an idiot, you guys can't see his face right now. But, just trust... Well, here, I'll show you. Look, he's naked. That's what he looks like when he's naked. So that's weird. Anyhow, it's like my face is perfectly fitting over where his face should be. It's like I'm Kosuke, actually. Anyway, let's
Please respond. I don't know where they're taking me and I'm scared.
Well, obviously this isn't actually Cody, so I shouldn't give it the Cody voice. It's more like, hey, just stay calm and do what they say. You won't be hurt.
What's going on?
Don't worry, everything is going to be fine. This is all just a misunderstanding.
I have to keep them occupied and thinking nothing is wrong. What should I say?
I'm really scared. I should save because he literally... Oh, I have $400? Oh, that's must be the money... That's it? You gave me $400? Well, no wonder I had to charge it to your account. Girl, you gave me $400. What kind of... Oops, that's not what I'm trying to do. What kind of cheap-ass prostitute do you think I am? Like, I don't care for that. You know, we never looked at the archive. I don't know what this is. Maybe I'll try to read this in the next episode. This is weird. I don't know what this is. None of these other things do anything, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm really scared, Cody. Are they taking me to you? Can you send me a picture so I know you're alright? I mean, that sounds best. Like, it gives us information, but I doubt they would do it. Okay, it's working. Yeah, I'll need a few minutes. Hang on. What? Girl, look at him. Everything does not look fine. There, see? Everything's fine.
Oh, I'm so glad. I roll my eyes while typing this. Whoever is on Greed's phone is a total buffoon.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. Where are you now?
We're still walking. I asked your friends how much longer till we got to where we're going, and they said about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
When can we head off to our date? I know it's late. But we can definitely make some time.
Yeah. When we get the things sorted out, we can...
Sort it out.
So where are you? Waiting over here, getting impatient. We're getting close, don't worry. Great, that's great to hear.
So, what do you want to do tonight? After this meetup?
He's getting all sexy. It's like, okay, but like, I know you're not Cody, but like, well, what do you want to do? Tell me all the things you're gonna do to me. Don't know. What do you want to do? Oh, you didn't say it. Let's have marathon sex. Yeah, I bet you'd like that, huh? Tell me how you want it. Stop!
I want to ride you tonight. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, you want this fat D in you, I bet. I mean, I think it's a fat D. I'm not sure. Actually, let me go check how fat it is. Imagine the kidnapper's like, I need to check the width and length of your D so I know exactly how to describe it in these texts. Pull down Cody's pants. I need to see it.
I sure do. You know just what to say to turn me on. What a charmer. After a lengthy pause and several minutes of not responding, I receive another text.
Kosuke, I'm glad you're alright.
I can tell this is actually Greed.
Oh, okay. Well then, Kosuke, I'm glad you're alright. This is Kosuke, right? Cody, I'm so glad you are as well. Alexander, is Alexander alright? Who cares? I mean, fine, I care about him a little bit. After he murdered those people, I was kind of like, swoon! Alexander surprised the criminals that abducted me, and managed to rescue me with no casualties on our side. We're working with the police now to contain this.
Wow, that's awesome.
Cool.
So, I take it our date is postponed?
Awesome, we're above the law. Postponed until tomorrow. I'll have all this sorted out tonight. Feel free to head back to my apartment and sleep. I must tell you, I've worked up quite an appetite. Being kidnapped and all. How does pizza tomorrow sound? I mean, is it gonna smell like death still?
It sounds great.
Back at the apartment.
I hope everything goes well tonight.
It will now that the police are involved. Rest well, Kosuke.
It's been a mentally exhausting day, but I feel happy that Greed and Alexander are both okay. I walk into Greed's apartment, and the place is spotless.
Wow, you wouldn't even know that 2 people died in here earlier today. Or the untold amount of dead bodies that have been here since Cody started living here. Hundreds.
Everything that was damaged has been removed and replaced. The sharp tang of bleach hangs in the air. The bullet hole in the wall patched and repainted. I look at the spot where Alexander killed the intruders. Completely clean. I suppose that's what happens when you've got money and power. Anything can be covered up. I walk into the bedroom. The sheets on the bed have been changed, and everything is in pristine order. I'm not physically tired. I slept so late today. I glance at my watch. It's almost 2 a.m. I imagine tomorrow will be a better day. I flop onto the freshly made bed and pull off my clothes. Now that I'm laying down, the day's events pour through my mind in a rush. I feel the tension that built up in my body slowly start to drain away. To relax and fall asleep, I decide to listen to one of my old favorite songs. I pull it up on my phone and lay it next to me listening.
It's Friday, Friday.
I close my eyes, slowly processing the day. I fall asleep peacefully, enjoying the song. I wake up and it's already afternoon. There's a few messages from Greed on my phone.
Good morning, Kosuke. I'm happy to let you know I've sorted out all that 139, Jesus. That's when we woke up. I'm happy to let you know I've sorted out all that nasty business from last night. I hope you slept all right and apologize that you were involved. In fact, it looks as though I'll be able to acquire some new casinos soon. I think we should celebrate. Meet me at Slice of Temptation at 3. It's my personal favorite pizza place.
I check my watch. It's 2:25. Plenty of time to meet Greed. I roll out of bed and stretch. Alexander barges into the room suddenly.
Ah, good. You're awake. Mr. Hatridge asked me to wake you by 2:30, if you were not already awake. He wished for you to meet him for a late lunch. I believe perhaps you should get dressed.
Oh, yes. I was just about to get dressed.
Unless you think you see something you enjoy, Alexander. You know, after I watched you last night, how you handled that gun. How you murdered those people in cold blood. Oh. Let me just stretch out my naked body right now in front of you. Let me just spread my legs apart.
I'll have the bed made before attending Bistro Marcella's dinner service. I have Mr. Hatridge's car waiting to take you to the restaurant. Quickly now.
Oh, come on, Alexander.
Thanks, Alexander. Well, he's a grumpy old man, but at least he's a capable and useful grumpy old man.
Come on, I was trying to use my lust powers on you. What's wrong?
I put on my clothes and make my way to the waiting car at the front of the casino. A driver in sunglasses opens my door and ushers me in.
Hey, going to Slice of Temptation, right? Alexander told me that, but I'm just confirming.
Okay, driver.
That's correct. Thank you. So, how far's the restaurant?
About 5 minutes.
Have you been working for Cody long?
About a year, why?
What do you think of him?
Huh, guy's a billionaire. Good looks, everything anyone could want. What do you think?
Sure. Is he a good person?
There ain't nobody that's good in this world, except maybe my ma. Everyone makes peace with their own evil, you know what I mean? Cody's got everyone in their jealousy against him. Makes you a hard man. Doesn't mean you're a bad man, you get it?
He literally profits off the surplus labor of, you know, potential hundreds of thousands of... Oh, I'm not sure how many people he employs, but, you know, thousands of people at the minimum. You know, yeah. So, I don't know about that.
I suppose. We drive in silence for the last couple minutes, before Greed's driver rudely cuts in front of some traffic, nearly kills an old couple crossing the street, and screeches to a stop in front of Slice of Temptation.
Hey, he said 5 minutes. You know, Google said 10 minutes. He had to get us here, you know, quickly.
We're here. Tell the boss I said hey.
Sure thing. Thanks for the ride.
Ain't nothing.
I walk into Slice of Temptation, and it's quite unlike what I was expecting. It's a rustic family atmosphere, with well-worn flooring and furniture. A self-serve soda fountain lines the back wall, and paintings of the generations of owners decorate the wall. An overworked hostess rushes up to greet me enthusiastically.
Hi, table for one?
Hell yeah.
No.
no.
I'm meeting someone here. He might already be here, but I am a little early.
Name?
Cody Hatridge.
Oh! You're Mr. Hatridge's guest. Great. He's on the balcony seating, waiting for you.
Thanks. I walk upstairs and see Greed seated at a table covered in a checkered tablecloth. He looks very pleased with himself.
Kosuke, it's great to see you.
You as well. You look a bit too happy considering what happened last night.
Oh? How can I be upset? Potential rivals have been removed. I'll soon acquire most, if not all, of their properties, and I get to see you. What's not to be happy over?
Oh, I mean, if you have no morals, I guess, you know, it's...
Huh, that's so sweet.
Suave is my middle name.
So, why this pizza place? It's kind of unexpected to find you here. Seems pretty casual.
This was my grandfather's pizzeria. He started it, 70 or 80 years ago. It has stayed in the family for generations, and it allowed my father to build the massive wealth I inherited.
Of course you inherited wealth, girl. We all know. We all know that's how it works in America.
Oh, I see. That's really cool.
We all know that's
a family business that extends that far.
That's the hidden truth of capitalism. You know, just inherited wealth. And that's how rich people, you know, get rich, stay rich, keep it in the family.
Well, I don't operate it anymore, so not really a family business, other than the name. But I have tried to keep the soul and atmosphere of it. Things can very quickly lose their soul once a corporation takes over.
Have you lost your soul?
I think it's great. The atmosphere feels cozy.
Indeed. There's something comforting about a familiar family atmosphere. My grandfather's picture is there, on the wall, along with my grandmother and their children.
Hell yeah, your grandfather was hot.
And yours will go up there sometime, I assume?
I hadn't considered it, but since I do own it now, perhaps I should.
I think the wall is missing a certain handsomeness that you'd bring to it.
You're such a charmer.
Charm is my middle name.
Now, for food. I hope you do not mind. I didn't feel like choosing, so I ordered one of everything on the menu.
That's fine by me. I'm always up for pizza. Always.
The recipe used here is the same one my grandfather used decades ago. I think you'll enjoy it. Perhaps after we can go back to my place?
Of course. You owe me after standing me up last night.
Well, I'll see if I can make something else stand up tonight.
Oh dear.
Greed reaches under the table and caresses my thigh. I let out a startled moan.
No, not at the pizzeria.
Hey, we haven't even eaten yet.
You're right. My mother always did say to save dessert for after dinner.
Really? Did your mother say make sure you save someone's spunk for after dinner? Okay, like, you know, hats off to your mom, I guess.
Not to be outdone, I reach under the table and brush my hand over Greed's pants. I feel him getting hard already.
Don't do that unless you want to go at it right here on the table.
I mean, is that what we want?
Can't take what you dish out, huh?
Oh, we'll have to see about that.
A moment of silence washes over the table before Greed breaks it.
There is something else I'd like to talk with you about. Not to make our dinner conversation overly serious.
Oh? What's up?
I am unused to feeling the way I do about you. Normally when I date people, it's easy to throw them away. Even though we've just started dating, I feel strongly about you. And I'm not trying to rush anything, obviously. But what I'm trying to say...
Greed sounds oddly quiet. He has been since this scene started. He just sounds oddly quiet.
You're hot when you're at a loss for words.
Would you like to be my boyfriend?
Greed. Don't look at me with those creepy eyes. But, yes. And then tomorrow, when I wake up, I'm gonna tell you I'm lust and I have to go be with someone else. 3 other people, actually, in consecutive order. And then I might not choose you in the end. But yes, for tonight, yes. 1,000 times yes. And then tomorrow, no. And 1,000 times no. God, I'm so happy right now.
Let me think. Yes. Greed leans in for a kiss and I return it. I faintly hear waitresses and hosts clapping. I blush and look around self-consciously. Greed glares at them and sends them scurrying back to their work, giggling and chattering.
You've made me very happy, Kosuke.
You've made me happy as well. I smile as a warm feeling spreads through me. Greed may be a deadly sin, but he certainly makes me feel special.
Ah, the food is here. Every pizza that is served here. And I made sure to order it all with extra cheese, just how you like it.
Hell yeah.
Huh, you spoil me.
And you are worth spoiling.
The pizzas, 13 of them in total, spanned a wide variety, ranging from classic margarita pizzas to an exotic shrimp pesto. I'd never imagined some flavors on a pizza, but they were interesting to say the least. We finish eating after a bit, and there's so much left Greed gave the rest to the staff. Even though he's Greed, he's still generous. It probably helps his reputation.
Even though he's Greed, he's still generous. He gives the staff our leftover pizza, and he's like, well, that's enough altruism for 1 year. It's like, Kosuke, get off his D, okay? Like, stop.
I think we need something very special to celebrate us becoming official.
Oh?
Yes. Why don't I take you to my exclusive casino, Cloud9? It will be an experience unlike any you've ever had.
I'd love to. Greed rubs his hands together excitedly.
Let me just send a quick text to let my staff know we're coming. You'll be the first person I have ever dated to be taken there.
That sounds somewhat suggestive.
Oh, it is. I meant it both ways.
Greed smiles and snaps off a text to someone before standing up.
No time to waste. Let's head over there. We'll need a good portion of time to enjoy all the extra activities.
I'm ready when you are.
I don't know what that entails.
I follow Greed outside to a waiting luxury car. Greed's driver gets out quickly and opens his door, then mine.
Thank you. Take us to Cloud9, please.
You got it.
A short time later, we arrived at a small concrete building that had only one way in and one way out. The building was guarded heavily, but recognized Greed's car and driver and waved us through without any issue.
Oh my god, the bad feelings I had. This is where Cody and Epstein had their parties. Oh god. No. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Look at this nondescript concrete building. No. But that is where I'm going to end this episode of Sinsations for today, so I'd like to thank all my extra generous patrons who support me at the 8 tier or above, and their names are Felix, NQS, Jesse Olsen, Hooray Is My Way, and Blue Lagoon. And I'd also like to thank all my other patrons that support me and making it possible for me to play games like this on my channel. So, when we come back in the next video, we are going to be, culpable? Did I say that word right? Am I stupid? But we are going to be complicit, I guess, in, a lot of crimes. I'm not comfortable with it, but see you next time in, Epstein's Playhouse, guys. Bye-bye.